idea. So it's funny that you asked me. I don't have my coin on me. I used to actually be in 3rd Ranger Battalion in the Army. So I did 6 tours. I did 3 to Iraq, 3 to Afghanistan. I think it's a great idea, man. Like, and I know that they're trying to get girls to go into Ranger school now. You know, and they're trying to revamp the whole like combat female thing.
Yeah.
I think it's a great idea, man. You know, I think there's some girls out there that put some guys to shame.
No problem. If they want to do it, more power to them. As well, the gays, if they want to do it, provide and protect, more power to them.
Women fighting in the military. It all depends on the individual woman. You know, and it all goes with sexism. You know, it depends on that too. So I can't agree or disagree with that. It's going to all be individual and a matter of your individual opinion. So I can't answer yes or no.
So what's your personal opinion on it? Do you think it's...
You know, because I grew up with 3 brothers.
Okay.
So for me, if I went in the military, if I desired to go in the military, I would go for it.
Yeah.
You know, because I think that would be fun, like Tough Mudders.
Yeah.
If I was young and it fit, I can't say that, right?
You're good. No, you're good. I couldn't. I'm sorry. I keep talking.
But anyway, she wasn't supposed to say anything. Excuse her. Give her the grace. Anyway, yeah. You know, like Tough Mudder, hey, if I was younger and fit, I'd go for it. So it's a matter of opinion.
Obviously, they're serving our country, so I'm going to respect them.
Stop it. We should act like we're running up on him. Come from afar.
Hey, you.
I think they should have an equal opportunity as men.
Do you think there's any physical attributes that might sway that opinion?
Well, it's often said that men are stronger than women, but I sometimes think women are, intellectually smarter than men sometimes, so maybe they can both bring an advantage to the playing field.
Personally, I feel that the women are a bigger supporting the group at home, raising our families, our kids, and everything else, and supporting our troops that way, in that direction. It may change to try to integrate you guys into doing that, but in the real world, that doesn't happen. When you're there and you're in battle and everything else, it's not the same if you women were next to me as a team, as a unit. I would be trying to help you in every way I can instead of being a stronger team and uniting. I'd be grabbing your pack, your gear, helping you along to get through it, and maybe slow down the rest of the team to be able to make the mission and accomplish the mission. If you want to volunteer in something, that's great, and it's admirable to be able to do something and volunteer just like the men do in those positions. But they should segregate for the best interest of the unit so there's no fraternization or anything like that would put your group, your team, your platoon, or anything in harm's way. I went into the military just when all the women were starting to come in and everything else, and they were allowing that to happen, so I seen it firsthand. I think it's an admirable thing, but not recommended. Our military be much stronger with just the men doing their jobs. How many other militaries do you see around the world in the other countries where women are actually in the military? That answers your question right there. Yeah, and there's certain positions where, yeah, you have to go in. You know, you might be in jail or in prison. You might have a choice. The judge will give you a chance to go and join the military to be able to serve your country versus going into prison.
How do I feel about it? I feel that they should have the right to.
Okay, so there's some instances where like women are allowed to go out in the combat. What do you think about that?
I wasn't aware that there is any instances where they're not allowed to.
Don't really have a problem with it, honestly. I feel that if they want to, then they can.
That they're stacked and could probably kick my butt.
Do you think men get offended by them trying to build their body like that?
Some men probably do, but me personally, I don't.
I mean, I don't like it.
Sexy? Yeah. Why?
Yeah. I mean, I just look at the faces.
You don't look at the rest of it?
I mean, just that. Push a boat, you know. I don't know. What you think? I don't like it. For girls to just work out, to be big, I mean, I don't like it.
Do you think that you guys have more of a right to do that than them because you're men?
Yeah.
And why is that?
Because of the man.
And that's what you're supposed to do and they're not, or?
I don't know. I just felt like it was always done. The men supposed to do it. But I mean, if you're in the military, I think that you could do it. But like just to do it, I don't know. I just don't agree with it.
They can do whatever they want to do, I guess.
Do you think that men should be offended if they want to, you know, be more muscular like men are?
No, I don't actually.
It's not really into that.
The average woman is not going to be a bodybuilder. I mean, they could try to be, they could try to get strong, but it takes a lot of work to get that ripped. It's just crazy. So it's like, it's really hard for women to become, like, just a bodybuilder to the point where they're scary looking.
Do you think men get offended by them wanting to be, like, muscular?
I think men probably get intimidated by that, maybe. You know, they're like, oh, now there's a woman that can actually, like, beat me up. They probably get, like, scared of that sort of thing. So I can see how it's, like, unattractive to men, but I mean, you know, I mean, if women want to do that, they can.
I feel at times perhaps guys are more respected, but not really. Women have all the same rights, I would think.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the military, women aren't allowed to go in combat. They have rights right there. But, you know, women also have more rights than men. They can decide if they want to abort a child, but men have no say in that at all. So, I mean, either way, I mean, women have more rights in some areas, men have other rights in other areas. It's just a trade-off.
I guess it's just men have their strengths and women have theirs. And based on that, sometimes there's an assumption over what I can or can't do because I'm a woman, and what a man can or can't do because he's a man. It works both ways. Some men aren't put in artistic and creative positions as often because it's assumed that women would be better at that. And childcare and teaching, men don't get that as often. And then same reverse, like women aren't as often as involved in business and supported and really like upheld in business situations.
I think that's a two-way street. Women have certain rights that men don't. Men have certain rights that men don't.
I think sometimes in marriage, I'm older, so I think when you're older, like my age, it's always like the man goes out to work, and you know, women stay home and do all the cleaning and stuff. So yeah, kind of, I think so.
Yeah, that happens here on campus, doesn't it? Yeah.
True that.
Who gets the better grades?
To an extent.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you know, I mean, it's kind of a hard thing. I think in any culture it really does exist.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see how, I mean, we're obviously different. We have different traits. I mean, women are naturally cannot get as strong as men. I mean, there's that issue. And then also, women are more nurturing than men by nature, too.
In the workplace.
I don't think that's right, but I've also heard a lot of things that women are given a lot of slack. So then it kind of balances off there. But I mean, it's still wrong though, because I mean, some women really do actually, you know, try their hardest, and they do maybe even twice as much as a man, but yet that they still get paid less. It's not cool. But I mean, it's kind of hard to be able to find those sort of things and be able to decipher which is it. I mean, you have to look at the company, you have to go and get a bunch of research.
Generations. I mean, I look at my father and my grandfather, they treat women differently than I do. That's just the way they were raised and the way the generations were. That's the way the world was. Now I see sexism takes on a short diet, but I do see it in some workplaces.
In some sense, yes. And I'm going to say yes because of the fact that if your parents grew up that way, they kind of instill that in you, maybe, I don't know, you know. So, you know, like her parents, you know, might, or your parents even, I don't know how old you guys are, but you know, if you have older parents, maybe so, but.
I think that time has changed, for sure. I think back in like the 80s and the 70s, women were mainly in the kitchen and the men were kind of off at work, but now I think roles have kind of reversed and men kind of stay at home or they have a low-key job and the women are kind of like doctors or nurses or lawyers.
Well, I mean, I'm sure that there is variation, but at my level and my job right now, I'm outnumbered 6-1 by women, so in my eyes currently, in my workplace, no, but in other probably corporate workplaces, I could see it, yeah.
Now.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about.
And if they had a fresh supply of bread and bologna back there, I'd be making sure she was making
Oh.
I haven't noticed that in any of the workplaces I've been in.
Okay.
I've only been in minimum wage areas.
But as far as work, I worked with a lot of women, so, you know, I didn't see that. And then I worked in places where there were men and women, and they had their roles, and I had my roles, so no.
Like with today's world, I think women kind of have more of the say than men do.
Really?
Yeah.
Like in personal relationships, do you think?
Like if me and you were talking and you were my boss,
Okay.
I'm going to respect you because you're my boss, but I'm not going to show like a definitive type of way of how to treat you. The main question is, do I think women have more advantage than men do?
Yeah.
Yes. Women get more of like the benefits than men do. I mean, it's true. I mean, you see more women teachers here at Shasta College than you do see male teachers.
Well, obviously, there's some jobs that people think that girls can't do better than guys, I guess, like lifting and stuff.
I personally have not come across anything in the workplace. I haven't been involved very much in like men and women working together, but I have a lot of friends who've dealt with it, and it's not something that is as big of an issue anymore, because there are a lot of men and women fighting for their rights and their equality, and so that's good.
Do you ever notice when sexist remarks are made? Like,
Don't know. I don't really pay that close of attention. Most of it's probably joking, I would think. Probably. I don't know, though. But I have noticed some of those before, yes.
Well, I mean, I know that in the news, like, after you get to a certain age, you stop being aired. You retire, basically.
Right.
Men can go on and, you know, go on for a career, but women start graying their hair, starting getting wrinkles, they look more like a hag.
Yeah.
To go and get rid of them.
Media, not so much, because the media is too mainstream. It would be too much of a blackball situation if something happened to it. So, any other questions? How do I feel about aliens? They exist.
Yeah. It's definitely around. It's more subliminal than it is more prevalent compared to like I Love Lucy or something like that, where it was kind of big, but it's definitely out there. Male more are the dominant character, whereas females are more the backup. I mean, it's becoming more and more you get a female lead who's kind of badass, but sometimes, I mean, it obviously depends on the movie, but
right.
Yeah.
Right. And how they differ.
Female.
Whoa, that was an acorn.
Male more.
Maybe didn't start yet.
The way women portrayed, both in the social and in like the corporate world as well. Women get more of like the benefits that
You would have to eat like 3,000 calories a day. 3,000 calories a day. 3,000 calories. 3,000 calories a day. You would have to. I mean, listen. Maybe you guys know statistics. I don't know, but I've never heard of the strongest person in the world being a female.
Yeah. I mean,